Airline safety is front and center on Capitol Hill today, with Boeing being the subject of multiple hearings this afternoon. Boeing has faced increased scrutiny, as you know, since January, when a door plug blew out on one of its 787 MAX 9 planes shortly after takeoff. The Senate Commerce Committee is holding a hearing to discuss the safety and culture of the company. Meantime, a different committee is hearing from a Boeing engineer turned whistleblower who's testifying about the 787 Dreamliner, saying it is not safe to fly. Now, to be clear, the Dreamliner is a different plane than the one involved in the Alaska Airlines incident earlier this year.
In a rush to address its bottlenecks in production, Boeing hit problems, pushing pieces together with excessive force to make them appear that the gaps don't exist, even though they exist. The gap didn't actually go away, and this may result in premature fatigue failure. Effectively, they are putting out defective airplanes.
CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion is on Capitol Hill tracking all of this. Nikole, some of our viewers may be getting onto one of those aircraft as we speak. So what exactly are lawmakers hoping to learn today, and what can they do with this new info?
Well, I think they want to get to the heart of what you just addressed, which is the safety culture at Boeing, which is why, we're hearing from this whistleblower on Capitol Hill who has expressed concern, particularly about the Dreamliner aircraft, suggesting that he does not believe that it is safe to fly. That being said, Boeing has said that it stands by and feels confident about the safety of the airliner. But as you mentioned, this comes after we saw that really scary incident at the beginning of this year involving a separate Boeing style aircraft, the 737 MAX, where that door blew out in flight. And so, this is really about kind of getting at the heart of what is going wrong potentially, what needs to be changed, and obviously at the end of the day, ensuring safety for passengers, but also in the construction of these aircraft.
And we heard Mr. Salehpour there, the whistleblower, effectively say the aircraft is defective. Boeing isn't testifying today. How is the company responding to that very powerful claim?
Well, again, they continue to stand by the integrity of their aircraft and, again, express confidence that they are safe. They are continuing to conduct a safety review of the aircraft and have gone through dozens of planes, but obviously there are hundreds within a particular fleet. They did showcase to reporters earlier this week at a facility some of the planes, again, to point out, in their view, what they believe are the safety features of these aircrafts. But certainly this whistleblower raising a lot of serious concerns, even suggesting that he wouldn't put his own family on a plane like this.
Wow. All right. We'll stay with you as updates emerge. Nikole Killion, we appreciate it.
You bet.